Well, hello folks, welcome to episode 57 of this Tennis Manager 2022 save. I am the Custard Prophet. We're back here at the Death Academy. We've had a few episodes where things have been pretty disappointing, getting knocked out of matches early, rankings dropping. Hopefully today's episode is going to be back on that sort of positive train. Let's see. Yeah, so Shaunetta has been struggling still a little bit. She has completed the clay court season. That is behind her, and she started on grass. And immediately things are going a little bit better. She has now reached the furthest in a tournament she has done all season, and that does not say a lot. And we're going to see if we can make a little bit of history for her career in today's episode. So you can see here Shaunetta's ranking has dropped as low as 65th, which is absolutely disastrous. I really expected to that. Well, I really expected to be pushing towards the top 50 rather than struggling to get into that top 50, as seems to be the case. Interestingly, she's actually got a 80% win record. I think this must be over history on clay, because it certainly didn't feel like that last time. Let's have a look at her previous tournaments though. So after getting knocked out in the first round in Roland Garros, she got a decent amount of money for that, £109,000, but she then had a week off and then played on grass for the first time in the Nottingham Open. Decent lineup here, including Emma Raducanu. A good quality victory in the first round. I think one of the best players we've actually beaten in quite some time. 79th in the world. We beat her in 3 sets in the end, 6-3, 3-6, 7-6. Pretty pleased with that. Lost in the next one, 6-4, 7-5. Close match against Marta Kostyuk of Ukraine. She's ranked higher than us in the world, 37th. So, yeah, it's not overly surprising that happened given where we are. But currently, and importantly, Shaunetta is now on a medium shape rather than a poor shape. Now that makes a big difference because there is no downgrading any of her physical attributes. So we are infinitely more able with that sort of situation. Fingers crossed at the end of this episode we can have pushed that all up a little bit further and start getting a few bonuses here in her physical attributes. You can see also, I mean, certainly her technical attributes are really sort of ramping up. We're struggling to get these up at any particular rate. So one of the things we have done is added a new staff member to the academy. It's this lad, Silvia Buzzati, who is she's a trainer, but she's particularly strong at returning, which is good. We need that, but also fairly strong across the board and elsewhere. This is probably the best quality player that I could find. Unfortunately, it's really hard with the academy reputation being as low as it is to get better than this. She's experience level is 3 out of 9, and we just can't get better than that. I tried someone who was 4 out of 9, 5 out of 9. We couldn't get any of those, but 3, that seems where we are. So I didn't think it was a bad player. And she's certainly going to help us with that technical training, certainly better than what we had previously. So I think pretty much everywhere, other than the tactical and mental training, we've got a 2-star or better for Shaunetta. It's not necessarily the case. Oh no, it is the case actually for Georgiana. In fact, she loses out here with Oshka, who's not very strong in the physical training. So it'd be good to get someone who's decent at physical training. Look at me go with my physical. Yeah, look at that, 15. Wow, I'm good at that. So that's maybe why our physical training is quite as good as it is. I didn't set that, which is interesting. That was just, I don't think I set it. Not sure. Infrastructure wise, we're still kind of moving forward slowly here, but the one thing that we were waiting, we've got 16 days left for the press conference room to come in, and that will give us a big upgrade here, so we can add something else. And where are we going to add those things? I forget what it was we were going to try and add. We may sort of try and upgrade a few of these sports centre things, because if we can get an upgrade, for example, to the grass court, that's going to help us infinitely, as it will with the indoor court, but those are fairly pricey upgrades. What does the weight room do? Lower body strengthening. So I mean, there's certainly some things here we could do. The video and tactics room, that might be helpful. Read ball trajectories, that's an addition of 3.1k, but we can certainly afford this with what we're doing in the business centre. So we can look to upgrade that sports centre a little bit more. We're still way behind on everything else, but it's slow progress. Let's be honest. We're trying our hardest to upgrade this as quickly as we can. So Georgiana is currently injured. She's had a bit of a knock. So yeah, she got a bit of a knock in this tournament here in Berlin, and she's going to be out, I think, for about a month. So that's a little disappointing. Prior to this, she's done okay. Got a victory here in this Junior 30 event, but she's not doing great in some of the other junior events. So her ranking is actually dipping a little bit, which isn't necessarily what we want. So let's have a look at the tournament what we're playing in today, which is in Ilkley. We are the top seed. It's a WTA 100 event, so the best we've won so far is a WTA 60. We've been in the final of one of these, I think twice, but both times we lost out. But look how we've been doing. It's been great. First round match was tough. We won the first set easily 6-3, and then on a tiebreak ended up losing the second set 6-7, and then won fairly comfortably the third set to get through that first round match. We then played 201st ranked player Yana Kolotseva from Belarusia, beat her 6-love, 6-2, and then we played our best ranked player that we've come up against, 136th ranked player, beat her 6-2, 6-4. So we're into the semi-final. It's the furthest we've got in God knows how long, so we are thrilled at that. And it does mean I think we are getting 50 ranking points definitely at this stage, but we're playing this qualifier Daria Lobsterskar who has been causing all sorts of trouble for knocked out a bunch of seeds. So it'll be interesting to see how we get on here. It looks like the Ukrainians really are coming. A couple of lowly ranked Ukrainians firing through, as well as this Brazilian. So some surprises here, but it's a home tournament. We're not up at Ilkley with our training base. I'm not sure where our training base is. I can't remember. I should remember that. But you can see here, if we win this, we get 150 points. So this is kind of quite big, and we can maybe really kind of push our ranking back the other way if we can do well here. So it becomes really, really important these next few matches. So let's dive in and we'll play this semi-final. Well, Shaunette's feeling a little bit nervous today. She's a bit stressed, so that's a little disappointing. She's anxious. We can't say anything at the minute, whereas her opponent is concerned with her motivation. So that's interesting. Okay, let's see how we do here. This is going to be an interesting one. Not quite sure what Shaunette's going to do here, but she's certainly got the ability to beat this player. Let's dive in and see how she does. Well, already on Shaunette's serve, this is a little bit of a shot. This Ukrainian has made short work of her serve. She's 15-40 up. Shaunette comes to the net. Lovely little bit of play here. That was a mistake. And I don't know what that shot was from Shaunette, but she has lost this first game. Maybe normal service resumed. She's 15-40 up on the Ukrainian serve now. 2-1 up. She comes into the net. And there she goes. Well done. Hits the line. 2-all. Oh dear. Love 40 down. 4-all. Come on, Shaunette. Well, that's a funny one. Not quite sure what's going on here, but that's a lovely shot down the line. And Shaunetta is 5-4 down. This is not what we expected to see. And Love 40 down, struggling against this Ukrainian. Don't know why. But I guess the important thing is she has... Oh, that's a poor... Oh, yeah, there she goes. Yeah, I don't know quite why, but she did get a breaker's serve. 16 unforced errors. That's not great. So she's not really doing well on the return points, which is not great. Much more winners, but there's just no errors. No errors at all. Bloody hell. How do you manage that? 16 unforced errors here. Most of them on the backhand. So I guess what we try and do is try and make the backhand just a little bit less attacking. Right, there we go. We've just reduced the risk on the backhand, so hopefully that will make a little bit of a difference. Well, it's 3-all. Shaunetta had been winning lots of points on the Ukrainian serve, but just doesn't do it there. Well, that's not. She's 3-4 down, and this could be all over. Maybe not. Maybe not. We're still in this. 15-40. This is far closer than I would ever have hoped it might be looking at rankings, but Shaunetta absolutely has to win this, and she hasn't. 30-40. Another backhand error, despite going really low on the risk. That's a lovely shot. Oh, she goes long with the volley. How? Oh no. There's another chance here. She needs this desperately. Long. But yeah, this player is not making a single error. How can you not make a single error? Oh my god, she's hit the line. Oh, she's 300th in the world and she just can't miss. What is this? I cannot believe how strong this player is, and looks like it's it. Unless Shaunetta's got something spectacular to come, but when you're playing someone who doesn't make a mistake, how can you play that? Come on, Shaunetta. She needs... I mean, if she won from here, it would be an absolute miracle. But the way she's going, and she's gone long again. Another mistake with the backhand. That's absolutely disastrous. I didn't see this being the issue. We've gone... So there was less mistakes with the backhand, about half of them, but it was still... I mean, you look at this, absolutely insane. Total unforced errors in the entire match, 2. 12 forced errors, where there's only 11 for us. 29 unforced errors, and there is the reason for it. And I do not know how to put that right, so please let me know in the comments how on earth you put that right, because we've got 35 winners but 29 unforced errors. That is dreadful stuff. So yeah, oh dear. Well, we'll refuse that interview. Really, really disappointing. We have gone further than we've gone for a long, long time to the semi-finals, but losing to someone who is ranked 300th in the world in that manner, that's disappointing. This was supposed to be the tournament where we got things back on track, but yeah, still a lot of work to do. But we got through to a semi-final. I'm hoping playing 4 matches in the tournament is going to have a good improvement to our... It does. It puts us in a good shape. That is very good. So we get a bonus there across our physical attributes now of +1, which going into Wimbledon, that is going to be very, very pleasing. So let's just move forward. We'll move forward to the start of Wimbledon and we'll see what this does to our ranking. Does that improve our ranking a little bit? Well, Shaunetta has increased her tactical skills nicely to 16 now, which is great. We got £3,400 there at Ilkley. That's nice. And what's this done to our... Let's just move forward and see what this has done to our ranking. So we've got a wild card to this Hamburg Invitational. Do we go for that? It's a WTA 250 event. When is it? Week 29. I'll just go and have a look. Okay, it's the start of this hard season. It's a clay event though. We will be playing the week before on another... Do we go for that? We'll be playing that week, then we haven't got into that week. We'll be playing that week, and then that week, and then not that week. But then we won't be playing the week before because we're not going to get into the Wimbledon. I think we say yes to that. I think we say yes to it. Right, so let's just have a look what that did to our ranking. It improved our ranking by 4, which is great. We are now 64th, which is fantastic. We like that. So, yeah, much now to think about coming here into Wimbledon. We'll just have a quick sneaky peek as to who we have drawn at Wimbledon, and then we will finish off. Well, there we go. It's a toughie. We've got Barbora Kreshishova. I'm feeling we've played her before. Strong player. But we have got a little bit of a boost now with her, with our physical attributes. So that's going to be good because our shape now is good. Anyway, folks, let me know in the comments if you've had problems like I'm having with Shaunetta, where she keeps hitting it long, particularly with that backhand. I put it down to low risk. What am I doing wrong? Why is that not having any effect on those errors, those backhand errors? What do I need to do to reduce them? I'm really confused with that. Anyway, folks, if you did enjoy the episode, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you for the next one. Goodbye.